have been feeling the same. Let's see. Here we are. We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Let me just adjust my camera. So today, welcome everyone. You will see that we are Hoga.
We're Hoga today.
We are Hoga, and you know what? We've been here before, so we know how to go with this one. So first of all, let's start off. I've had a manic week, a very busy week. You know that Mercury retrograde that we're having right now? Thankfully, it's calmed down. Once Mercury continues, things start to come down. But I've had a lot of clients that I've had to reschedule because people have missed the times or forgotten the time, etc., or our consultations run over. And basically, I've been packing sort of like people in. So I've just about 45 minutes ago, I literally finished with a consultation, managed to make myself some food and this, that, and the other. Now, I just saw that Lena sent me a message yesterday, an email yesterday, saying that she can't make it today, unfortunately. And Dianne, unfortunately, can't make it. What was it? I missed it in the group chat. Could you just remind me?
She said she's at the vet with Annie again.
So Annie, bless her, you know, as we know, yeah. Annie is a very mature lady. So look, it's going to be Hoga. We're going to let rip. As you know, normally I have all my questions prepared in advance. And in a way, I sort of do. But this time I'm reading them from my phone. Yeah, I'm going to be reading them from my phone. As usual, these will be cold reads. And we're just going to go for it. Of course, you know, Lady G doesn't know what I'm going to throw her way, which always adds a bit of spice. And first of all, I just want to say thank you, my darling, for being here. Yeah,
absolutely. Come hell or high water, I will be here.
So you were just mentioning off camera to me. Tell me, Lady G, about this dizziness that you've been feeling, because quite a few people have been. Well, could you elaborate for me before we start the show?
Well, part of mine could be part of the iron infusions. You can get that, you know, very few people get that, but I have been just, you know, and it kind of is coming and going in waves. You know, I'll start to feel a little better, then all of a sudden it hits again, and I'm just sitting here at the moment like, I'm surprised you don't see birds flying around my head.
Wow. Now, I was asking people because, you know, as you may or may not know, but I had this epic dream the other day and I made 2 videos about it. Yeah, I made 2 videos about it. But I was also asking people as well, particularly around the full moon as well, if they were having any dizziness, spinning, dreams. A lot of people wrote to say that they've been having this kind of stuff. So something's going on.
Yeah, that could be it too. Usually full moons for me are great. That it's a great time. But today I'm just like, you know.
Wow. Okay, so we'll have to see what's going on. So everyone, folks, I'm going to be reading off my phone. Because it's just the 2 of us, it does mean that we will be able to answer a few more questions. It might be a little bit more haphazard than usual. Literally, I feel like I've been on a spinning wheel of consultations, but they've been incredible. They've been absolutely incredible. Let me do a quick shout out actually to Melanie, giving you a shout out. She was with me today. And let me just, oh God, my brain's gone that blank. I can't remember who I saw. And Maura as well. Oh, thank you, Judy Saint.
Someone else was just saying their vertigo's been worst over the last month as well. Vertigo and dizziness. Vertigo and stuff. Somebody's asking how my blood sugar is with the infusion. You know, I should test it. I've been really lax in testing that, but I will test it when we're done here.
I also remember as well, I'm having a flashback, and I remember Linda G was having vertigo as well. Do you remember? She was having a terrible vertigo at one point. I remember this was a while ago now. This was a while ago, but it was a similar thing. So something is going on. And
shifts. Definitely, it's a time of a lot of shifting going on.
Yeah, a lot of shifting going on. And one statement that I need to make at the top of the show, which is this. All right, I've been saving this up. Spring has arrived in Narnia. Yeah. What do I mean about that? as you know, the UK has been going through a torrid time of it with the scandals of a certain, you know, Boris Johnson, who is trying to save the hair on his chinny chin chin. Some people call him the buttery piglet, yeah, because whenever you try and hold on to it, there's accusations now of blackmail. People, Tory MPs are saying they're being blackmailed to stick with Boris because there could potentially be a vote of no confidence. It's like Game of Thrones all over again, and then some. Swinging on swings parties. We've also, as well, all of our COVID restrictions and stuff like that gone. Yeah, they've just gone. They've had to get rid of them because how can they, you know, with all the scandal and stuff that's happened, do you know what I mean? And also as well, our numbers are starting to go down and yada, yada. So I just wanted to say that spring has arrived in Narnia. Let's do some shout outs before we begin, and I'll read the first one. So who's with us? We have got Marsha Green. We have got Lucretia Valdez, Christopher Guala, Libra Lady. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Patricia Franzino, of course, always here. Sempress, Katie the Green. What's that? Katie the Green Worker. What does that say? Yeah, I know. Katie the Energy Worker. Sorry. And Miss Brazil, Donna Denatelli, and many, many more. And thanks you so much as well for the donations. Right, let's just start. Here I am with my phone. Now, what's this? What we got here? There was one I saw about Ivanka. Oh, here we are. Here we are. So look at this. So Sharon Donnelly. So thanks, Sharon, for your question. And what she said here is the majority of psychics in the past didn't see Ivanka going to prison, nor did I actually. Could house arrest or for many years be an alternative for her? How about that? So will Madame Ivanka, instead of
Princess Royale.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Will she avoid prison, but could it be a form of house arrest? Let's see. Could it be a form of house arrest? And I just thought it was an interesting question. Because as you guys know, I did a Christmas special actually a couple of Christmases ago on Ivanka. And I mentioned she probably wouldn't go to jail. And this person, who knows who they are, has since apologized. And they are forgiven. You are forgiven. But they were saying, you love Ivanka, you blah, 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 this, that, and the other. I said, look, I don't love Ivanka. I said, I'm just reading her chart. Yeah. And I said, when she turns 40, which she recently has, she's going to having to deal with more problems as a consequence of her father. And I think that's been coming true. Yeah. So there's that. Okay, Ivanka. Will she face house arrest instead of prison? All right. Do you want me to go first on this one? I don't mind.
If you'd like, sure.
All right, we'll change it up a bit. Okay, Ivanka. So, let me move this book out the way because I don't need that anymore. All right, let's see. Who do we have? Ooh. Oh, this is very interesting. Okay, here we are. So when it comes to Madame Ivanka, we see a certain Joe Biden. Yeah, this Joe Biden. I mean, the King of Cups has essentially become the kind of metaphoric representation of Joe Biden, isn't it? So, of course, this is Joe Biden's administration and, of course, the Jan 6th committee by extension. So we can see here sort of like, you know, Biden and the Jan 6th committee is sort of like turning up. But what's her obstacle? What's her obstacle position? Here, look at this. Illusions and delusions. So this basically says that for everything that's happened, she might not have still, even now, a kind of a proper sense of the reality of the whole scenario that she's in. But what I will say, though, the King of Cups is often known as well as soft-hearted. And the question is, will she face house arrest instead of prison? Yeah, so this already is saying there's something softer here, something softer here. If it was the King of Swords, then we might be like, oh, they might be harsher on her. So could it be also as well with Ivanka, with her charms,
Yes.
could it be that she could also soften any harshness coming towards her with almost like, because for me, this is very much the shadow of Neptune, this card. And because Neptune deals with illusions and delusions and gaslighting. And I'm thinking, could she kind of throw a glamour? Could she maybe use her charm and her glamour to kind of maybe soften things? Particularly when I look at the next card. Here it is the Queen of Swords. Of course, it's reversed. So when it's the right way up, of course, this is a righteous and just woman who's intelligent, knows what she's doing, and wants a fair trial. But here, this can be manipulation. Yeah, using one's intellect to manipulate. So when I look at this, could this be, because Ivanka really in many ways is a Queen of Swords, could she be using her powers of manipulation to kind of soften things, soften the blow for herself? Yeah, because think about it. I mean, it's quite something to kind of lock up the daughter of a former president, if you know what I mean. It really is quite an extreme. If we look here, yes, there's been an element where she's been foolish. Yeah, her signatures have been everywhere. Oh, we got 500 of them. 500 guests now. Thank you. Particularly as we're 2 people down. So, you know,
Yeah.
so we really appreciate that. So here, this could be her, being reckless, yeah, being a bit foolish in the past, maybe being naive, yeah, being naive about really what was going on. And here we see, look, we've got pages, Page of Pentacles. So we know there's money here.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be that, you know, Ivanka, maybe with the help of her mother, Ivana, could be maybe greasing a few palms? What do you reckon? Could be greasing a few palms. And in order for her to avoid this kind of folly, yeah, this folly. But also as well, it also shows that there'll be messages around money. And it also shows that the committee will be what? Asking her questions about money, the valuations, you know, because they were valuing property to the banks.
Exactly. And she's the one that was handling the bank stuff.
Absolutely. So to the banks, they were saying, hey, you know, this property, I mean, this is worth a lot of money. You got to give us money, a lot of money for this. But to the tax person, they were what? Devaluing.
Yeah.
So here, really, we see she's playing that game. Yeah, she's using the Queen of Swords, her cunning, to maybe cast some illusions to get a softer outcome from the Jan 6 committee. That's how I'm seeing it. So I would say she is arrested. Maybe it is house arrest, and she gets out after a year. You know, after.
Yeah, either that or it's just going to make a softer jail term, whatever.
Yeah, or a softer jail term. Absolutely.
So, underneath of it all, we've got Ivanka, you know, looking at her cup, what she got in it, what's empty, and she's looking for a way to still her waters to get herself forward. So, of course, she's going to offer up some information about financial things. I got the Page of Pentacles as well.
Mm-hmm.
So going into it, we see that there's a strength. She's got some strength behind her that she can use for her long-term benefit, which is, you know, trying to ante up some new action when it comes to anteing up some truth. You know, they want the hard truth. So she's going to make an offer. They're going to give her an offer if she gives up, guess who?
Aha.
Yes.
Oh, Dadums.
Daddy.
And I think it's one of the, so someone's saying since the pandemic, my ears have been ringing. So there's lots of people who've been having like these things. Because, okay, let's think of the conundrum, yeah, for Madame Ivanka. which is, of course, she doesn't want to go down with this burning ship. She really doesn't.
No.
Now, as you know, and I think you agree as well, if there is anything significant that's going to be happening for Trump, like I said the heat would turn up on him, but I don't see him going to jail this year. Is that realistic? Probably not. Yeah, it will be the other shoes will drop sort of like the year after this. I've always seen 2023, and I think she's going to have to try and buy time. Look at that. She's going to have to look after her resources. I've just split the deck. She's going to have to look after her resources in regards to false promises that were made, but things will rush forward after a certain point. And then look, she gets the death card. Oh, look at this. About money changing hands. But eventually it's all going to come out. Yeah, it's all going to come out. And I think she's going to be looking at abroad. Yeah, she's going to have to just kind of.
I think the broad card is my card for the backdoor dealings with Russia, etc.
Yes.
So she may have other information about money laundering and backdoor deals as well.
Absolutely. I think one of her best options to do, if I were her, and this is something else I saw in the readings, is that if she were to declare daddy insane, yeah, just do that, which is a classic, which we've seen in movies and stuff, you know, done up and down. But I think that might be one of the ways in which she may even try and defend him, because when I was looking at this ages ago, I said there's only a few options for Trump, which is either to leave the country, yeah, which is probably, I think that window's closed.
Yeah.
To fake an illness or pass away or something like that, so she can convince the jury that he wasn't of his right mind, daddy wasn't well, I was just being the good daughter. I think she's going to go down that kind of route to really try and pull on people's heartstrings. What do you reckon?
Yeah, she's going to try to pull something for sure. But, I feel with him, if he doesn't make it to the thing, he'll have either a heart attack or a stroke. I'm feeling something with circulation, heart attack or stroke, something like that may take him out before he does the jail time.
Absolutely. That's what I've seen as well, is something that gets in the way, because what will happen is, I've been talking a lot about Ketu, snip, snip. In 2023, that's when sort of like Ketu gets into the car, and it's going to be, it can do things like that with the heart or even the mind. The mind can vanish. I mean, we just have to see. We'll just have to see. A lot of people saying that they've been having vertigo and stuff like that. We've got some hellos here as well. Thank you, Pam. And look, and someone's saying here, yeah, Linda G had it for a long time. There's something going on, isn't there? There's something going on. Lots of friends. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this, Lady G. Lots of friends at yoga are spinning vertigo. I've been up at 2 a.m. every night. Something's not right here.
Things are shifting. Things are shifting for sure.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Thank you, Katie.
Hello, Katie. Hello there. Are you ready for the next question, or is there anything you want to add?
Absolutely.
All right, so let's see. Oh, let's do. What's this? What have I got here? Currently, New Year's coming up. It's going to feel like we're all moving to energy. Let's see. Oh, we could do. Oh, what's this? Extraterrestrials. Oh, wow. I've got some fascinating questions here. Oh, here's a good one.
Okay.
And instead of it being an international question, this one, let's say, is intergalactic. Let's go intergalactic. So, Julie M, thanks for your question.
A bunch of us are in the ozones at the moment anyway.
Seems like, exactly. I mean, you're barely holding onto your chair, bless you. So, are extraterrestrials going to help us stabilize the weather changes caused by climate change, or are we totally on our own? What a question. That's a cracker. Yeah, that's a cracker. Thanks for that, Julie M.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, extraterrestrials. So quite a few of you watching will have seen my video I did of my dream, and that ET that I had a visit from was actually humanity, a very advanced version of it. So what I'm going to say is whatever happens, I think we make it. Yeah, I think we make it. Just so let's see. Pardon me. Will the ETs be helping with the weather, helping with Gaia? All right, let's see. Will they be helping with Gaia? Shall I even bring my camera down? Will it be helping with Gaia? All right, let's have a little look. Look. Oh, let's go like this. Oh, this is interesting. Ah, right. This is a very interesting response from the cards. There we go. So the question is, will the planets, will ETs be helping when it comes to weather and stuff like that, and etc.? Now, the first card I get here is the 8 of Wands, but it's in reverse. When it's the right way, this means rushing forward. Essentially, in this question, rushing forward to help. So it's like no, yeah. And why? Why would that potentially be a no? Because of course, well, not of course. This may not be obvious to everyone, but there are certain galactic laws which mean that you can't intervene. Yeah,
right.
Because think about it. The way I see it, particularly because, I was tuning in with the planets and Neptune was saying, look, sea level is going to rise. Sea level is going to rise and we're going to have to deal with this. Maybe, not even maybe, I think the weather conditions and all of that chaos and all that stuff is part of the ascension, the waking up. If they just helped us with it and they just waved the magic wand and sucked all of the carbon dioxide out of the air, it's all la-di-da, would we learn our lesson? Of course we wouldn't, yeah, because people would be like, yes, great, we can do more. I'm going to have 5 cars now instead of 3, yeah. And we're just gonna let rip and just do all sorts. So I think the answer to that, of course, is no, because, and also as well, who's the obstacle to this? Look at this, the government. Yeah, the government. Obviously, well, this is governments around the world. They don't want everyone to know that ETs could potentially do this because what would happen? Yeah, because then all of us will be like, let's get them to save us. Yeah, we need saving. We need saving. So it's like, yeah, they don't want us to know that much about those things. And if we look at the star, yeah, the star, when it's the right way up, is about what? Healing, redemption, isn't it? And, just rejuvenation, optimism. But here it's reversed, which is really the opposite of that. This can, can be feeling, feeling unwell, or this can literally feel like being abandoned by the universe. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? So the question was, would the aliens come in and be like, well, no, I don't think they will. It's not that they don't want to help. It's that we need to learn our lessons. We can't carry on with the cray that we're doing. So if we look here now, but this is interesting. So here we are. 8 of Swords, feeling trapped, abandoned, all of that kind of stuff, having to navigate. But there is a funny quirk to this card. Sometimes when it's reversed, it can mean being helped by friends. So what I would imagine is that if we are being helped, it's going to be in subtle ways that we don't know. Yeah, and they can't make it obvious anyway. And here we got the Justice card. So we know what the whole Justice is about. But when it's reversed, it can actually mean a harsh judgment. Can mean someone really throwing the book at you. So in a way, we're going to reap what we sow until we basically wake up. We've seen it now. What, 200 tornadoes that go on for 200 miles? Just ask the people in Kentucky. So, That's what I'm getting. What do you have, Lady Jean?
Well, what I get underneath of it all, we're looking at the past, you know, all of our little bubbles that we've blown that are now popping.
Mm.
We're looking at the effect of making this transmutation, the Make It Happen card. So will they make it happen? No. We got the Four of Swords. They're out of it, basically. But going into it, this is self-explanatory.
Oh my God.
We have the one finger salute, okay? Flipping the bird. And
you have some cards, lady. You have some cards.
Flipping the bird, saying, you know, no, this is where you're going. You're going forward on this, and I like this though. We're going towards the light, but this is our journey. And what we have in the center of it all, of course, your bad actions.
Yeah.
The devil. And so now you're going to have to dig deep to get what you want. In this case, this Nine of Cups in this deck is you really have to put that well deep. You need to go down there and really work to get what you want, because you caused this. We have caused this. So now what we have is this juggling of the Two of Pentacles, juggling this stuff, trying to bring it to balance. And it's saying that you're the one that's going to have to do it. Okay, hear ye, all princesses and princes, you're formally invited to lay out a plan to practically reach your goals. So you've got to do it. You got yourself in this mess. You're going to have to get yourself out of it.
Out of
and
it.
we're flipping you the bird. Good luck with that.
Wow. I mean, that's emphatic, isn't it? That's absolutely emphatic.
Yes.
It's like, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, that says a lot. That says a lot. So yes, folks, great question, but in a sense, they can't intervene. But even if they wanted to, I mean, I don't think they're going to see Gaia destroyed. But it's almost like, you guys, you need to feel some heat. We need to learn. We need to understand. We can't just carry on in the way that we're living, because it's not sustainable. So it's almost like they're letting Rome burn. Yeah, it's almost like they're letting Rome burn so that we can feel the heat, so that we can mend our ways to try and break out of this stuff. Because also as well, you got the devil card again, and the devil also as well deals with what? Greed, psychosis.
Exactly. It's the ego drama. You know, you've done this to yourself. This is your bad actions, and now you have to deal with it.
Yeah. So I've got anything else to add on that, or shall we go to the next question?
I think we're ready. We can go to the. I think they pretty much said the. What else is there?
I think they've said what they needed to say. Yeah.
That one came through loud and clear.
Exactly.
We get the message.
Indeed. They're like, All right. So for this, so here we are. So next question. So obviously we know there's a lot going on in Russia and, you know, Ukraine and stuff like that. And I thought this is an interesting one. So Isadora, thank you, Isadora Clark. She's written, if Russia invades Ukraine, what would the economy of both countries look like? And also funding. And so she squeezed in two questions, and she's asking if Russia is funding all of these military takeovers and stuff like that. But let's just look at the economics, because
what will happen to the economics if they invade?
If they invade of Ukraine and Russia. But as you know, we kind of spoke about this last week, and I still feel now, I think Putin's going to really push the buttons. And if he does invade, he might sneak over, sneak back, you know, do that. Really what he wants is trade deals. This is really what he wants. He wants, you know, he wants sanctions lifting and stuff like that. That's what I get. So anyway, let's see. If Russia invades Ukraine, what would the economy of both countries be like? I'm using my cat deck here. I'll get the cats in on this one. Oh, jumpy cards. Right. What would that be like? Let's go here. What's it going to be like? What is it going to be like? Both countries. Thinking particularly as well. Particular. All right, let's have a look. Oh, this is interesting. Bloody hell. Okay. I've got some
cats saying. Wow.
Do you know what? This is really quite something. Basically, I think I'm onto something here. This is about money. I've got so first things first. I've got to remember what this card is. I think it's the Hierophant. Yes, it's the Hierophant. So here we are. We've got it now. You can see these cards are extraordinary. This is the Hierophant. So of course it's dealing with what? Government. Isn't it funny? So it is, in a way, it's kind of looking at the government of both countries. Ukraine. Oh, someone gave a donation as well. Katie, the energy worker. Wow. Thank you so much for your generous contribution. I just thought I'd say that there. So the Hierophant is what? Governments. Yeah. So this is the Ukrainian government. This is the Russia government. Of course, it makes sense. They're contemplating war. What's the obstacle? 10 of Pentacles.
Yeah.
Now, this is the only card that has like all different generations on it. Well, you can't really see it with the cats, but I want you to imagine that there are grandchildren playing and there's grandpa in the background. All right. But 10 of Pentacles is what? It's big money. And it's come as the obstacle. So I think both countries know, war is what? Expensive. It could be potentially, mutually self-destructive. And so it will be very expensive, irrespective. If they go to war, it's going to be very expensive for both countries. And then this card here, what's this that I've got? Oh my God, I can't remember what this one is. Lady G, I can't remember what the card is. It's card number 12, which is...
I think it's the, can I see it again? I think it's the Chariot. Is that the Chariot? Oh, no, the Tower.
Is it the Tower?
Maybe
no,
it's the Tower.
No, it's not the Tower. Oh my God, my brain.
Let me see if I can find it. I know that's the trouble with some of these decks. It's really hard to tell what it is.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I should know this. I can think the Lovers.
Sometimes it's like you look at it and you go, wait a minute, this is not computing.
I can't remember. Because look, basically, I'm just going to have to go purely on the image. Everyone's going to be cackling or shouting out to the screen going, it's this card, you idiot. It will come to me. I don't know. It's not the Chariot, this one, because I know the Chariot card on this one. But anyway, but look, you can see here, let's just go by the image and just go purely intuitively. You can see this cat is upside down. It's the Hanged Man.
Hang Kitty.
Oh, I got there. I got there in the end.
Yes. Upside down. Yes.
Not like I know the 12th card. It just was. I couldn't see it. So here we are. So here we are. It's the Hanged Man. So when I read the image literally, right, the cat's upside down. This could put them up the spout. Both countries up the spout. But it's going to change their perspective. It's going to change their perspective in some way about what? Here we are, the Ace of Pentacles. Again, this is talking about money. So really and truly, the way I see this, particularly as the outcome card, is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, which is not liking the options on the table. So this is Putinshka, yeah? Yeah, this is Putinshka, kind of like, well, I don't really want to go to war, but if I don't really threaten the war, I'm not sure if I'm going to get the money that I want. Really and truly, what I feel this is about, this is a calculation on Putinshka's part. where he is like, I need to push the envelope enough that I get what I want, but I don't get embroiled in an expensive war and just look like the guy who started World War III, because he's got obviously plans for, you know, Afghanistan and other places and stuff like that. So there we are. That's my bit. What do you have?
Well, you got that level. I got the emotional level with this. Mine are mostly cups. Okay. So, you know, of course, he's hitting the emotional button with this. It's going to come out with looking at what's up with the fight, what's going to happen with that. And we're going to have some more clarity, some more truth coming out, shining the light on what's going on. I also got the Four of Cups, you know, really unhappy with the things that are there, because this is not going to play well with the people. Okay. Not going to play well with them at all. What's going to happen with that rapidly, what it's going to move towards is wanting the old days, looking at the nostalgia. And you see that you have of course, the false night with the drama, and then that would cause difficulties in getting the energy going forward again. It would be precarious. If he invades, it would be precarious with them getting the energy going again for the countries. And that could hit also financially, but also very much for the emotional thing with the people. They would not be happy with him from either side.
Wow. So this is high. Do you remember when we were reading last week and I was like, this is high stakes for Putin? You remember I've got the Two of Swords, and because he wants Russia, old mother Russia back.
Exactly.
You know, but this is high stakes because he can't be seen, even though he's the boogeyman in this sense, he can't be seen to be the one who starts it off. It's almost like he's wanting to, you know, because there was this other scam that he was going to try and do a red flag thing and make it look like Ukraine attacked and all that kind of stuff, and that got rumbled. So
he's got a real conundrum going. I read on him again today. He really wants to push that because he wants his legacy that he brought Russia back together again, but he's between a rock and a hard place with this.
Yeah, and I don't think he's got as much domestic support as many of us would think. I don't think the oligarchy and all that kind of stuff are really up for this, because they're going to lose a lot of money. Those sanctions are just going to just decimate them. And also as well, what people were saying in the correction in the comments in terms of last week, a lot of people saying, look, these sanctions are actually really directed at Putinska's lot and his oligarchy. You know, the people may not be feeling it as much, although they're not in a great position. Okay, so thank you. Another donation come in. Thank you, Catherine. Catherine, let's do a few more readouts and then we'll go for the next one. This is quite juicy. You're gonna like this one, Lady G. Okay. So we've got Laura Babcock. Oh, look. So look, Laura's saying, look, I had vertigo as well, and I never had it before. Lasted only a few days, but it took me by surprise. Wow, what is going on? So people saying it could be shifts in the non-physical realm. Yeah. So let's see what's going on. And also as well, we've got Divine by Nature, Connie B, Christopher Guala, Barbara Hosford, and Nancy Stevens. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Over 700 now, getting close to 800. Wow. Oh, my gosh. We're holding up. We're holding up. We're two men down, but we're holding up. All right. Now, this is a juicy one. See what you think of this. So, Joni S., thank you so much for your question. All right. Here we go. I'm going to read it all out. Now, I don't remember. I'm in the UK. I don't know anything. Oh, we've just hit 800. I'm in the UK, as you know. I don't know anything, so I take everything with a pinch of salt. But anyway, apparently this has happened. So, Arizona Democrats censured Senator Sinema today. Yeah. Apparently, is this correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of her vote against maintaining the health of our democracy. They are also about to take a vote of no confidence against her later today, which means they're discussing supplying a new primary candidate. Now, remember when we looked back at Sinema, we were all saying, oh, she may not last. Yeah, she probably won't last. This will this have any impact on her future vote? And will the same happen to Manchin? Ooh. Well, if it does, I would say about time. My God, how long has it taken to throw this person under the bus? Anyway, never mind. All right. So let's think. What's the question in my mind? Will this impact her future vote? And will the same happen to Manchin? Okay, so really it's two questions. Maybe we should say, will the same happen to Manchin, and infer from those cards what will happen in her future votes. All right, so will the same happen to Manchin? All right, my camera. All right. Will the same happen to Manchin? 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 Same happen to Manchin. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Or someone's prospecting return. Oh dear. Oh no. All right.
I see a bit of.
Yeah. So here we are. Look, she knows the game is up. Yes, the game is up. She's prospecting. She's just like, and you know what Manchin is as well. So we can also infer that there's a bit of Manchin flavor here too. Like this is waiting for the ships to come in. Yeah, this is your money overseas. This is you waiting for your spices and your peppercorns and your clothes and stuff to come back from far off lands so you can make it and get your money in and all that kind of stuff. So this is all their plans, all their scheming and everything that they've been doing behind the scenes and with goodness knows who else. Yeah, so there's that. So they're prospecting. I think they have an exit strategy in one way or the other. However, the Wheel of Fortune, of course, has turned. Yeah, this reversed. As we know, when the card is the right way up, the demon is underneath the wheel. But when it's the other way around, here we are. There's the demon on top, doing the pole dance and going, your luck has changed. Yeah, luck has changed. So their luck has changed. Yeah, it seems like the game's out. People have finally worked it out. People have kind of finally realized, oh, maybe they're not so Democrat after all. You know, look, everyone wants to hope the best for everyone, but it's been pretty obvious for a while. Anyway, so there might be a bit of retreat here. They might have to retreat. Sinema, this could be Sinema. She may lose the vote of no confidence. Yeah. I can't really see how she's going to win it, but I could be wrong. But to me, this says, right, okay, she has to go and retreat. So let's just say she loses it. Yeah. So that would lead to what? A loss. Yeah, a loss. And it's just like, wah, 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 wah. So this will be where she is reflecting. But really and truly, Sinema has already made up her mind. I feel like this is more of an inevitable thing where this has been on the cards for a long time and could be the same for Manchin, because when we look here, when we look here, look, the Chariot comes. So I think they've been, or especially herself, planning for this, knowing that they were going to be thrown under the bus at some point. And when that happens, they're going to move rapidly forward with their plan. Could this be driving over to the GOP? Maybe. Yeah.
Yep. I think so. Well, that's what you get when you get dyed in the wool, you know. Mm-hmm. So what I get underneath of it all is, you know, painful time coming.
Yeah.
We've got this charging forward. Okay. And, you know, when it comes to government looking at the better things, those in the know. So I think this has to do with them, you know, the no confidence vote coming forward. for
Yeah.
both of them. When we go into it, we have make love, not war, but we have,
A
you
bit
know,
of teaming up. Oh, you're joking. What did you get? 3 of wands or 2 of wands?
I got the 2 of wands. So going forward, you know, we have, they're not on the same page as the Democrats.
And they're still prospecting.
So the what?
They're still prospecting because 2 of wands and 3 of wands, they're both about planning, waiting for ships to come in.
Exactly. So what we have is they're taking the strong stance against them for the truth. You guys don't belong here.
Where do you find these cards? Is that a 1970s disco deck? Sorry, I just had to ask.
Basically, yeah, it looks like the 70s, but it's a modern one, but they did the 70s theme. I couldn't resist, okay? So we have Disco a Go-Go. Her world is coming to an end there, okay? That time is ending for them.
She's doing the two-step out the door.
Exactly. When it comes to the happy family time, you know, being on the same page, no, hung up. They're seeing from a different view and they need to be gone. That's it, you know.
Oh, wow. This is fascinating stuff. I love those cards. I mean, that guy looked like John Travolta with the flares and everything. But in a way, I think those cards that you've picked is so appropriate for these 2 characters because it's been a song and dance, haven't it? They've been like pretending, yeah, we're Democrats, but really we're, you know,
exactly.
That's what it's been. That's what it's been because. And I've just been watching this and just been like, how on earth have they been allowed to kind of carry on as long as they have? Because it's been a charade. It's been a charade. If I can tell that they're not true Democrats, and I'm sure
they're not Democrats at all. You know, I think they've sold out to the Republican Uglies and came in and got as much money as they could behind the scenes. Yeah, the Republicans are applauding them. You know, you guys are great.
Yeah, doing the dance. Literally, it's like Murder on the Dance Floor, which was a very popular song, and it's just they're just dancing in front of everyone's faces. It's just ridiculous.
It's kind of look what we can do.
Absolutely, and we have Brown Bunny Baker's Healing. Wow, that's a name. Sharon Donnelly, Laura Babcock, and Sempress, and many, many more. Oh, what's this here? Someone's saying here, Ivanka needs to sit in prison. She's not a princess. She's a grifter. Yeah, but she's Princess Grifter. Yeah.
Somebody's asking me who painted the painting behind me on the wall. I painted it.
There we are.
I do have quite a few paintings, and they're all available for adoption by donation.
Oh, I love that. Adoption by donation. And of course,
I adopt them out. They go to their new home. You know, it's I don't sell them. I don't put a price on it. You know, it's up to the people what they think it's worth, and it's that way. Yes, they adopt them out to new homes.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that. So let's see. I'm going to scroll down. What's the next one here? Oh, this is an interesting. You know what? Let's go here because I think this is relevant to a lot of people. Not the usual question that we would have. So here we are. This is coming from Linda Sermeyer, and she's saying, "Hello. When will air passengers return to civility? Will there be new FAA rules regarding behavior and dress?" I think this needs to be looked at, isn't it? Because the violence has just gone.
It's been crazy.
The roof. And I just think it's outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous, irrespective of how angry people are. How can you assault the staff? You know, on a plane.
I know, it's horrible. And they're not getting arrested. You know, I just heard today of one of them that they refused to wear the mask, took off. They had to turn the plane around, put the people up in hotels, and they didn't arrest the fool. I know. It's crazy.
Mask is nothing. You know, at the end of the day, I don't care what anyone says. You know, if you can't sit on flight with even just for yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we know this. I think when it comes to, you know, I'm not a big fan of mandates and stuff like that, but when it comes to things like masks and on planes and stuff, what is that? It's just not it's not a big deal. It's certainly not enough. So that means that person absolutely refused to the extent that the plane was turned around. Wow. But I also would say as well, is it also worth turning the plane around for someone like that as well? So, you know, anyway, never mind. Okay, so will behavior improve? So when will air passengers return to civility? Will there be new FAA rules regarding behavior and dress? All right, let's see. Let's read on that. Let's get the old. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go. All right, let's have a look. It's quite. Oof. Look who's turned up and how appropriate. Oh,
Yes.
Let's get in a bit more of my starry sky. Right. All right. So the question is, will things return and stuff like that? Now, this is very interesting because here we are. We see the strength card, and this is about control over oneself and strength and courage, blah, blah, blah. But this, when the card is reversed, it can refer to bestial instincts.
Yeah.
This can also talk about like a loss of strength, a loss of self-control. Yeah, because here she's controlling the lion, but in a good way. Here, it's given into bestial instincts and has lost self-control. Look at that. In regards to the question, which is so pertinent, what's the obstacle? The obstacle here is just look, like, I think there are people that will be considering leaving the profession because they've been attacked so much. So many people are acting out and they're being physically assaulted. And I think a lot of people are like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. This isn't what I got into aviation for. Remember, it used to be very glamorous. Flying, you know, all that kind of stuff. People were well-heeled, well-behaved. Now it's just ruffians. And I just think there are a lot of people who are just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. Give me a timeout. However, the Wheel of Fortune is here. So it's saying, well, maybe this has reached a point of fate and destiny and where maybe something has to change. Could this be a positive change, we hope? And here we are, you know, so Page of Wands. Your pages deal with messages. And wands are all about passion, aren't they? So there could be some kind of passionate upspeaking in some way, but who from? Who from? Because the outcome card is the devil. Yeah. So what I suspect is this is how I'm interpreting this, which is that people have lost a grip of their self-control. Yeah. They're completely la and, you know, cuckoo. The people in the industry, so the obstacle card, the ones who actually have to do the job, are also feeling this isn't so great. I think I want to take a step back because I'm not enjoying this at all. It's reached a point of fate and destiny where something has to change. The fortunes need to change, be they good or bad. There may be a message about airlines saying people need to control their behavior. Yeah, need to control their behavior. But there could be a backlash where I feel, unfortunately, some people are feeling so entitled now, so narcissistic, and so, you know, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, these people here. So it's almost like they're saying, up yours. Yeah, because the pages are not mature court cards, and the Page of Wands can be a little bit immature. So I think, unfortunately, the immature behavior may well continue because it's becoming a culture. And there's part of that great reset, people leaving their jobs. I remember I was watching one thing on the news, and this guy was saying we get attitude on the phone all the time now. People have just kind of lost the plot. So there we are. That's my thing. What about you?
Well, what I get underneath of it, this is an abuse, an absolute abuse that's taking place. You know, there are those that are fed up with it. Okay. Makes sense. And so they're going to have to face a harsh truth soon coming down the pike. So what I get, I also have the Page of Wands, new energy, action taken, and I think their door is going to be closed and they're going to have to pay a financial penalty.
That would be
no more flying for you. If you do this, you had best be finding another way to travel, and they are going to get fined for it because you have them balancing this, juggling this monetary thing and the harvest. You know, you got to turn a plane around and everything. This is big money.
Yeah.
So huge money. So, you know, the start of a new truth is coming out, and you best be having a lot of money, wish fulfilling card, because it's going to cost you, and you will be banned from flying on the airlines.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense. And again, we pulled similar cards, you know, again, didn't we?
Yeah.
We pulled similar cards again. So this dodgy behavior has to stop. We have now reached just over 900 of you here. So thank you, guys. That is amazing. We're two persons down, but we're still going strong. So that's great. Now, look, we see here, so you see, Lady G, we're at 56 minutes. Do you think we've got enough time to squeeze in another question, or do you think we should call it?
I'll be good if you want. Sure, I'm game.
All right, let's see if we can get one more in. I do have a quick question. Dem's working on helping people in the states that set up restrictions. Are they least? Oh, gosh. How do I? Let's see. I've heard you mention Barbados and ladies around the world. World news. Okay, so it's Ukraine again. Do you have any question? Okay. All right. Let's go off the deep end here. Let's go off the deep end. So Esther gave a very interesting question, because we are in interesting times and we like to change it up again. So Hogarth, she said, I have a question for you. Do you have information on / about Agatha, aka Inner Earth? How about that? We've kind of done a bit of outer space with the aliens.
Yes.
Let's dive in and go deep down underground and see what we get. So this for me is the cold of the cold code reads. I've never answered a question like that ever before. Let's just see what we get. What is going on under the earth?
Inner Earth.
And share. Inner Earth. Lands and places of Inner Earth. What's going on there? Oh, the card's getting jumpy. All right. I'm just going to go for this. All right. Inner Earth. What's going on? What's this with Inner Earth? Inner Earth. Agatha. Inner Earth. All right, let's see what Spirit has to say. Oh, wow. Look at some of these cards. All right, okay. I'm just going to have to, go with this.
Yeah.
Agatha, okay, this is the first I've ever heard of this and stuff like that. And I know there's supposed to be inner realms and underground lands and stuff like that. Well, wherever it is, it's a very wealthy and opulent place. There's obviously a lot of resources there, a lot of minerals there, lots of stuff going on. It seems like people are having a nice time. Yeah. Here, in terms of the, which is turned up in the obstacle position, but the right way up. I love this card. This is the Magician card, which means what? As above, so below.
Exactly.
as above, so below. But this is a very positive card this way. So in a way, what this says to me is it could be that these cities or whatever that are underground also mirror not only our cities here on Earth, but maybe in some way they might align with the stars or galactic cities and stuff like that, because there it is, as above, so below. So there's something.
I also got the star card.
Oh, fascinating. So there we go. So there is that energy there. Now, here's the King of Swords. So this is interesting. Now, the King of Swords, when it's the right way up, of course, is about righteousness, justice, and all that kind of stuff. But here, this can be about cruelty and manipulation. Yeah, but in regards to what? To whom? Because obviously, this inner world is looking pretty good. Yeah, so there must be more. So when I look here we are. We literally have the Hermit, the card of introspection, you know, researching, looking. So this being reversed, it's almost as if this even deepens that card even more. Could this be the case that there are people that know about these lands and maybe it's been suppressed in some kind of way? Maybe there's some kind of element of patriarchy or something like that. You know, either way, some kind of cruel decisions have been made. Could it be that if we go there as earthlings and go down, could that be that we get maybe a harsher judgment down there? Maybe there's not so friendly entities down there. But it does seem to be quite positive. So I think this is more on the human side, And then we've got the Queen of Cups. And of course, when she's the right way up, this is the creative, imaginative woman. But when she's the upside down, this can also deal with illness, not feeling well. So what I deduce from that, could it be that the actions of man and our digging into the earth is somehow making Gaia unwell? How about that's what I'm thinking. That's the way I see it. So I think there are these underground places that we're not aware of, and we could even be harming them without us actually formally knowing it. That's how I interpret that.
Okay, well, what I get is, you know, usually this is kind of the card of defense, but in this case, everything is really high up. It's difficult to get to. It's a difficult journey with it. And what's happening is moving forward rapidly. Our Eight of Wands is that we've been stealing things from the earth. Theft. And again, he's holding the diamond. He's holding the jewels. So again, digging into the earth and taking away, because what we have here too, Knight of Pentacles, but look at who it is.
Oh, look at that character that's there. Oh, that is spooky.
The little demon talking to them about money, 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 and let's work on this. And the Three of Pentacles is usually dirty money. Okay. And what we have here is also this movement is connected with the stars. Wow. We have some movement with that is connected, and we have Page of Sword, their experimentations and things. I think it has to do with fracking, this other stuff, experimentations, and they're trying to hang on, you know, trying to hang on. So yeah, it's
resources of the earth. Wow.
Yeah.
How interesting. Well, I think that was absolutely fascinating. We have just gone slightly over time. But I want to say a thank you to everyone. We kind of peaked at over 900, which is fantastic. Just a few last little shout outs. So we've got Divine by Nature, Soul Sister Psychic, Annalie Finch, Terza. Hello, Terza. So nice to see you. Thank you to, and there's so many more here, but I can't read them all out. Thank you everyone as well for the donations. Much appreciated. Absolutely. We, of course, will be back next week. And hopefully it'll be the four of us again, or three of us. Who knows? Yeah, the merry-go-round.
I know we'll be here.
We'll be here. Absolutely, we'll be here. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Any last minutes? Anything to say, or we can just say our goodbyes. I want to make sure. Sometimes I click the button too soon when Lady G's about to say something or someone and
No,
it's like,
all good. I think we covered a lot of things this week, and yeah, that was interesting. That last one, though.
yeah, we kind of literally went to the highest heights and then under the earth, and it was very interesting. Cold read, but I think it made a lot of sense. So
Yeah.
thank you everyone so much. We will see you next week. All right, bye-bye.